I'm gonna steal that joint.
Yeah, and you know what? It might be cute to like cut a picture out and put this behind it. Wouldn't it be cute?
That would be nice.
A picture of you and her.
Me and the person. We'll get there. We'll start with the Legos.
Okay. Hey, but I want to like do a disclaimer too, because Legos, people sleep on Legos sometimes, and like you think of Legos, you think of kids,
right?
But they actually have like really expensive Lego sets. I want this jazz Lego set. I asked my mom to give me, but she wasn't trying to spend $200 on a Lego set. But either way, they can get pretty complex. It can be like hella pieces, just like a puzzle or whatever. But you have to pay attention to Legos because you can mess around and like work through 3/4 of it. And then be missing a piece, and you realize that you put the wrong piece somewhere. So you got to take it all apart and redo it.
A lot of pieces. So like a base set or this, and then you add these on however you want it.
See, it was 2 of us putting it together. So it took us about 30, 40 minutes. Probably about 40 minutes. Okay. 45 minutes, because we had to stop and then like redo it or whatever because we put the wrong piece somewhere. So it's cool, it's cute. I'm a Lego fan, So this was cool.
So since we're talking about that, Valentine's Day coming up. Look, I ain't gonna lie, it look like you already started Valentine's Day, maybe some birthday thing, but it's very love in the air over here, right? So with Valentine's Day coming up, first shout out Dipped in Sparkles. We having a sale. I don't know when this is coming out. Hopefully before then. Get us on Instagram and Facebook. But with that, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day
anymore, because you used to be like a real big Valentine's Day guy.
You're right.
Balloons, steak, picnic, candles.
I don't celebrate the message of Valentine's Day, but I'm not a on the 14th type of day person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I show you love any other time. So let's say Valentine's Day was on a Tuesday. I might be doing mine on Saturday. So on Tuesday, don't expect nothing. But
yeah, I think most people past 30, if they've had a Valentine's Day before, they kind of look at it like, I'm not about to go out in the crowd on a Tuesday, packed restaurant or whatever. We could just celebrate it on.
You may not get nothing that day, so you don't feel. Once again, make sure you stay secure. When you seeing everybody getting little chocolates and bags, yours is coming. Just not.
So wait, you ain't even gonna make sure you get like the chocolate and the flowers on that day, and just do dinner like another day?
Nah. Cause I might do something to you for you. Let's say it's on a Tuesday, like we saying. I might just got done doing something for you on Sunday.
Okay, that's fair then.
So it's just like, it doesn't matter. I just do stuff for you all the time, right? Whether it's like something from Amazon came, I bought you some random flowers. So this Tuesday, I'm just specifically not doing it.
Now, would you do the same thing with Christmas? Like, why Valentine's Day?
Christmas is something different. Because once again, Valentine's Day is the quote unquote holiday of love, and just how women say it also, right? Like you don't need one day to validate your love. I'm doing it throughout the.
That's
whole
what women
year.
say.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Women say that.
Yeah, to me, like. There a lot of women that I've met, and like I said, I think it's just generational thing, right? I think Valentine's Day, like you said, anybody under 30, more than 18, maybe the 25 range, it's a thing for them. Like you gotta do it that day to show it. It don't matter what you did all year. If you don't do it this day, everything's a wash. Versus if you're 30 and older, 20, depending on your experience and all that, you can see what that person does all the time or what y'all life is going through versus just this one day to prove it.
Yeah. I think it also matters, like, if the person, like, because not everyone, for one, you would think that most people that are 30 have had a celebrated Valentine's Day at some point in life. But what if she hasn't? What if she comes to you and she says, hey, I've never celebrated Valentine's Day. That's like a thing that I always wanted to do.
Like on that day?
Yes. Would you make it special for her?
Yeah, I'll do it at least one time.
Okay. I think that's fair if she just wanted the experience. Yeah,
like she wanted to experience, like, yeah. I believe in that. Like, I want to be that person who, I like being the first.
What is it with men and being the first?
It's a memory, right?
It's a memory, but like...
No, it's an impactful memory. For anybody, right? I feel like, I'm not saying...
do you want to be the first in general or the first with someone that you actually value?
To me...
Because I feel like sometimes guys just like to leave a mark at times.
It's the same credit to me. Whether it's a friend, sister, brother, girlfriend, whatever. If I'm the first person to do it with you, I'm the first person regardless.
So why do you want to be the first?
Depending on the situation, it shows the effort, care, blah blah that goes with it. You know what I'm saying? And then just as a human, I like to make somebody happy. If it's in my possibility to make you happy or go out my way to get this for you or whatever the situation is, if I'm able to do it, I would like to because I
Okay, so you want to be the first more so just because you want to be the one who makes them feel special, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if it's been like but like I'm 36, so we're all up in this age. It's like, yo, you haven't done this in your whole life. Hey, let's knock this out the way. Cause like some of it be simple. You know what I'm saying? Like I never been to the aquarium. I've been there 1,000 times, but I don't mind going back. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the aquarium. Let's experience it. It's
now every time after that she goes to the aquarium, she'll take her first experience with John.
Exactly.
Whether y'all like work out or not.
Exactly.
Okay. Is that like a way to work your way back in, also if ever needed? Because I know people sometimes do that, where it's just like, you know.
I'm not a big. I think contrary.
You don't go back.
I'm not a big like. I don't need my credit. I need you to just acknowledge me.
You don't need your credit.
No, I don't need like.
Wait a minute. You don't need your credit, but you need them to acknowledge you. Isn't that giving you credit?
Like, I don't. I think I said it wrong. I don't like need for me to like say the credit. Like as long as you know, I'm always good. But if you ever try to play me, then I might have to speak about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. So you don't need validation from them. Okay.
Yeah, I don't need validation. I just need acknowledgement.
Got it. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, guys, Valentine's Day is coming up. Like I said, I just had these cupcakes for my birthday. They're really good, really pretty. You know, so if you guys are holding Valentine's Day functions or anything, make sure you check out Dipped in Sparkles by Key.
So let's try to have a little fun. This is off the top of the head, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had like any bad Valentine's Day experiences?
Yes, I did. And I only say that because like there was one person a couple years ago, and I was feeling them a lot, and I wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day with them. And I don't think I asked for much.
Okay.
I don't think I asked for much.
Right. I heard it. I heard the key word.
Anyway, yeah, so I was like, hey, let's spend Valentine's Day together. You know, we could do something like small or whatever. And they was like, oh, I don't like celebrating Valentine's Day. And I'm like, oh, all right. You know, I forget what the whole reason was, but they just was like, Valentine's Day is whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So they knew I really wanted to do it, but they didn't do it. And then that day they called and wished me happy Valentine's Day. All right, cool, whatever. And then, like, I'm on the phone with them after I got off work, and they're like, "Oh, I forgot to give my mom something for Valentine's Day." I'm like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Valentine's. That's just me. Like, I'm not about to run and get my dad something for Valentine's Day. Like, all right, but whatever. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. I just let it go. And then the person calls like later on that evening. They're like, "Oh, so can I still come over since I didn't? I mean, even though I didn't get you nothing for Valentine's Day, like, does this mean I can't come over?" I was like, "What do you think?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to see you?
Was he doing stuff for you all the times before?
No. We went out to like maybe dinner before. That was it.
So let me tell you, one time, the worst time to meet a female is December or February.
Worst time to what?
To meet a woman?
Oh, because she's expecting something.
Yeah.
I had met this person in January, to be fair.
I wait till these seasons go by. let's start in March. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Or I just let them know, like, hey, we still too new right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, like.
You know, I met someone one year, like a couple days before my birthday, and I didn't really expect them to do nothing. Like, how does that go? If you meet them and they're like, "Oh, my birthday is like next week," do you do something for them, or just tell them happy birthday?
I get them a card, maybe. But at most, I might get a card and say happy birthday. Mm-hmm. Now I ain't gonna lie. You know, I ain't gonna say that answer. I'm a little bit more sure now. It depends on how much interaction we had before your birthday.
I feel like I know exactly what you're saying. That's horrible. And if you liked the interaction, right?
And if I like the interaction.
But if you didn't like the interaction, then hey, this is another day for you. You're still like that.
I said it depends on the interaction all around, not just specifically.
You are definitely on your journey. You know what I'm saying? You ain't there yet, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still working on me.
At least you're being honest.
Always.
But anyway, yeah, I've had about.
Hold on. Not to get off it. That plays a factor for guys. I don't care what you say. Like, you know how, like, the whole, like, you make a good impression or a good first impression?
Yeah.
That I feel like, I don't care what you say. That's a role. Right? It's like.
But what if you get it too soon?
What? That's not even a concept. What is
Get it too soon? It's not a concept?
I don't understand it. You mean like I met you 5 minutes from now and then you gave it to me 15 minutes later?
No, I mean like you met her like on the 1st and then
on the second
you got it on like the 5th.
That's not even. You think that's too fast?
Is that not?
No, that might have been too long.
That's horrible.
Like I said,
So you wouldn't look at her different, like, okay, yo, I talked to this girl like twice,
let's
met
talk
up with her,
about
boom, boom.
to me, there is no me. Like you said, we're 30, right? Over 30. So this whole, to me, I literally just had this conversation with somebody. This whole waiting thing, like we're grown, right? First, if we're already going to do that, then we're going to do that, right? But you giving it to me.
Hold on, I'm working with you,
Okay.
but waiting. What do you consider waiting? How long is a wait for you?
To me, once again, it's situation. Like this is the one. These are the rare times I'll say it's situational, right? Because like I said, you can meet somebody, and you can really just hit it off the first time. You don't know why, whatever. Y'all really just enjoying each other's time, right? And then if it happens, it can happen that first day, right? Like you really wasn't expecting, like y'all really wasn't on that. It happened. We really are connecting it with chemistry, right?
Okay.
It happens. It's not a big deal to me. Like sex is just in general not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? As far as obviously with the parameters around it is a big deal, but as far as just getting this energy off,
Okay.
not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like to me as a guy, and I think a lot of guys.
Does her
also,
reason matter
why
in
she's
terms
giving it to me?
why she's not giving it to you?
Yeah, it does matter, and that's where the respect level of a woman comes from sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you like, nah. I just once again, I like to be courted as a woman, right? So I'm gonna hold off right there, and because I want you to put effort in first. I respect that.
Well, she said she just wants to get to know you. It's only been 5 days.
That's the same thing.
I don't think that's being courted. She just wants to get to know you.
Well,
like she wants to
yeah.
feel comfortable with you.
Yeah,
You really ain't got to court her too tough, but
Okay, you're right. Well, I look at courting as all the things guys make. If we're talking about like chivalrous and all that, all the guys things have to do to pursue a woman. If I'm talking to you, I'm courting.
Okay.
It's effort.
now do you look at her differently if she doesn't have a requirement, but she gives it to you in 5 days?
No, so because I look at it like this.
Because it was easy at that point.
No, because we're grown. I don't look at it as easy or not. Right? We
Okay.
wanted to have fun. That's just how I look at it.
Could you see it
No, I'm not
blossoming
saying-
into
now I'm saying
something
this, I
if
can
she
see
did give it to you
how-
soon?
Well, it's two sides of the coin, right? I could look at you like I got it fast. Like, I wonder if she give it to all niggas as fast. If we're saying that concept, right? If I wanted to look at it negatively, like, that isn't going to be a thought. Because I never feel like I'm that special of a guy, especially if we're saying like within a week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I could be. So 50-50, right? I could be like, you really, really don't be doing this all the time. And I could have been special. You felt comfortable enough and you gave it to me. Or I could look at it like, but we're grown right now. We're not even on that level for me to think that far down, right? You know what I'm saying? So, because I do have this premise of, you could give it to me the first day and it could be good. You could give it to me 45 days later and it could be bad, right? So I'll be mad that I had to wait for this bad shit.
But if you actually, within 45 days, if you actually built
If I like her and now the sex is
a
trash,
rapport with
I
her
don't
and you
think
like her,
now I know you're going to be friends only.
Jonathan.
No,
Like,
once again,
you're on your religious journey.
No,
You like the person
no,
for the person.
with reality. But once again, sex, we're talking about like further into a relationship, right? Sex is going to come into it, right? Especially when the whole cheating and infidelity comes in, right? So just 'cause I like you as a person, if we don't match,
But the first time, she might not have been comfortable. Like, I'm just saying, you go off the first time, now all of a sudden she's going to be a friend.
no,
like,
you can tell
so many
how
things coulda went
you
wrong
can
the
tell
first
how
time.
Trash somebody like skill level is. Once again,
What are you
like,
expecting the
if-
first
no,
time you
alright,
have
so-
sex, though?
No, all right. So let me use as a guy, right? Cool. It can be our first time, and maybe I can't get up for whatever the reason is, right? That doesn't mean that sex is trash. It's just something happened, right? So
Okay.
that's how I look at it when you say like, all right, something just went wrong, versus her sex being trash. Now the next time we try, and the sex is good, and the whatever the problem was is not there. Those are two different ways of analyzing it. I'm saying no. We did it. Nothing was wrong. Your sex was trash.
But, okay, now let's take trash into consideration. And I only say that
No,
because...
I'm not recycling out here.
I only say that because, like, okay, let's say
She's a good person. But
everybody likes different things, right? So,
right, I know what I want. At my big age, so this is one of those, at this age, I know what I want and what I like. Now, I'm not saying you got to be completely there, but we got to be somewhere in the realm. You got to have something to work with. That's all I'm trying to say. And you got to have an openness to now get to the level I like, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk about you specifically or whatever, but
I'm going to ask this in the most, hopefully, polite way, but hopefully I'm not, getting too deep into it. But have you ever had anybody, like, scratch you when you were having sex?
yes.
Do you like that?
Scratching my back or something like that, or like they're doing fellatio and they scratched it.
Ew. That is
See?
so nasty. Anyway,
No, I was
talking about scratching your back.
Yeah.
No. Anyway.
Yeah, I had somebody scratch my back before.
Scratch your back. Do you like your back being scratched? Does it matter? Does it bother you? It don't bother you.
It don't bother.
She never hurt you.
No, it's hurt.
And that's okay for you?
We're in the moment.
That's painful though if she's scratching your back, right?
Yeah, but I think I'm pitting her down to make her scratch my back like this.
So you don't mind having like scratches on your back?
No, that's part of the game. That's like war wounds. That's like all right, watch this. So I don't, and that's what I'm saying about experience. So
War? What the hell is a war room? Like a war wound when you have sex?
So, right,
that is so nasty.
I'm about to show you. And just so let's say you was having, let's use intimate sex with a guy, right? It's Valentine's Day, right?
Okay.
Candles lit and all that, right? Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. I mess with yellow women, so this may happen more often with yellow
light skin women.
Light skin, right? So
Yellow.
let's say y'all kissing and he's sucking on your neck and he leaves a hickey and they see it the next day. That's a war wound, right? Something that shows from where it happens from.
That might not hurt though. Like,
But we're just talking about.
I'm talking about pain. Like,
no, but okay. Let me use another one, right?
to me, scratching
he hit it
hurts.
from the back and he was smacking your ass, right? That's you can feel. Might feel that the next day. I'm not saying it hurt all the way. I'm not saying.
How hard is he smacking her?
Her ass?
Yes.
If I smack you in your ass the same spot for 5 times, you're gonna feel it eventually, right?
Depending on how hard the smack is.
Some girls like it rough, Kelly. Yo.
Well, if you like it rough, then that's on you. But if you
That's what I'm
don't,
saying.
you should say something.
Pain. You know, some people like pain is pleasure. Like that's why you have like dominatrix and BDSM out there and all that. Like, you don't know about that stuff. See?
I do. Apparently, there's like things.
So that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. Like,
like
I'm not saying you have.
I'm not trying to
saying
get whipped.
you're-
Doesn't that sound so painful to get whipped?
So let me make sure I say this. But there's ways of doing stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're saying scratching, I'm like, all right, she's scratching it where I can feel it, right? I don't know if you're looking at it like she's scratching and my back is bleeding after. This ain't getting Jesus lashes out here.
I don't know. I'm just picturing like nails, because like most women have nails, and she's just.
But you get scratched.
Ugh.
Like I'm not trying to like that don't hurt, right? That is a
That's
scratch.
not talking about that.
But I'm just saying, so there's different ways of scratching.
I'm talking about like typically what you see on TV
No, I
where
ain't
she's
gonna-
just scratching. It's like,
Yeah, but I think they are in. It's a concept, right? Some women are more in control of it. Some is an intensity.
I feel like
of the
you're
situation.
sweating.
I am under.
why would you keep a damn hoodie on when you're sweating?
Because one, the camera wouldn't have shown it.
Okay, it wouldn't show the sweat.
It wouldn't. See, I know how to do my camera stuff.
Okay.
But I don't mind saying no.
Why did you just say you was hot? I could like turn the heat down.
Because one, it's hot in here, right? I got my good ass winter pants on, so I'm really insulated. Like it's the warmest your place ever been. But
Oh my gosh.
you know, I'm down with it.
Yeah, it's funny because I know exactly how you feel. Like, who told you to dress extra warm to be up in here?
I had to go on to the forces first.
Okay, makes sense. But anyway,
yeah,
I'm listening.
So just in general, like we ain't trying to get all deep into scratching the back and stuff, but yeah. So you'll feel it though. So I don't know how you're envisioning it though, but this is all you're talking about experience. These questions, I'm like, see how yours is going.
Okay, well, anyway,
So I'm guessing no God. Let me turn the question around.
Oh, yeah, she's a person like once you stop talking to her in any regards, she don't with you.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So she's what you want me to be sometimes.
Yeah, but a balance.
Okay. Anyway,
Like,
all right.
Pick the right ones. Don't pick the right ones. But
I think you asked me, have I ever had anyone?
may you scratch their back.
Why is this not holding like I wanted to?
That's how some guys feel in loose girls.
Anyway, I'm just gonna say that I don't think anything should be painful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We talking about like whippings, right? Or
Ew.
whips.
whippings.
You was talking about like whip. You said you felt like being whipped is like hard.
I mean, if she's sore the next day,
You
like,
think about like lashes, but there's ways to do it. Like I guess like sensual ways to do it. So I guess it's more like body feels. Right?
can you like demonstrate
Like,
for the audience?
I could. So
So like, how would you like?
All right. So I'll say this. Like I have a lot of friends.
Have you ever used a whip?
Hold on, I'm about to get there.
Okay.
So I have a lot of
This is
friends
interesting,
that
guys.
Is been what is it called like not alternative like let's say like swinger-esque kind of community.
Okay.
Right? So they're just a little bit more free sexually. You know what I'm saying? So they do like BDSM, wax candles, whipping. So I think like with like the small whip, they call it like flogging or something like that, right?
Okay.
Where basically it's like they're not whipping you or like lashing, but it's more like the sensual of the touch from the lashes on your body in the moment and all that. So it's just more like electron, So it's just different ways.
That's what
of
she explained to you.
Stimulation.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not my thing. I'm not like a toy in the bedroom type of
You've done this, but it's not your thing.
Yeah,
but you've
like,
done it with people.
Yeah, like she was like, try it. So like, I did it once again.
How did this conversation even shift over here? But I'm listening.
It's Valentine's, so we just try. Hey, we try to help y'all in the bedroom, give y'all some ideas. I don't know about
people
y'all.
do all that during Valentine's Day. That's a kinky, rough. I think Valentine's Day for love. That don't sound like love to me. That sounds like
it's intimacy. Intimacy is intimacy.
Okay, I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys spice up your bedroom. So it's like in general, 'cause like if you was with somebody for 10 years. All right, girl, we're gonna keep having this slow romantic sex every Valentine's Day. Or one Valentine's Day, he gave you the flowers and rose petals. One Valentine's Day, you could have walked in the house, he just turned you around as soon as you got in that joint and got to it. You're like, whoa, I don't know what got into you this time, but
yeah,
there's all different ways of spicing it up.
Apparently. I wonder if BDSM has always been out there or it's just like a new thing.
It's always been out there. Whips and chains?
In the 50s?
Yes.
It just was hidden a little more.
Yeah, once again, you gotta understand, we're in the things are out in the open thing, like generation. Yeah, people did it, but once again, there's no photo. I mean, you can see old photos of people and shit doing that stuff, so it ain't nothing new. Candle wax and all.
Would you ever go to a sex party?
Candle wax? I've been to them.
Ew, candle wax.
Why you say? Hold on, wait. And this is all you're trying to say. Overreact. What did you say ill to?
Not ill. Ow.
Nah, you don't.
Like, remember, was it Don't Be a Menace or something like that, where she was dripping something on his back or whatever, and it was like cheese or something, and it was hot.
I feel that.
Like,
See, but
that's what I think, dripping candle wax on someone.
I guess what I'm trying to show you or tell you in this conversation is more about technique versus the situation, right? I think you're looking at it in the literal sense of it's hot, right?
Yes.
Versus how you do it.
How do you do it so it's not hot?
So everything is like if we're using a candle wax, right? It's more about height, right? So
so the higher you hold it, it will have cooled by the time it hits your body.
Exactly. So you don't just like right here on the shoulder, so as soon as it come off, it's burning. Yeah, see.
So you've done this before?
Yeah. Oh, what?
But wait, did you find out before or after, like how high you have to hold it? Like, did you burn something before?
Obviously, there's some trial and errors.
Really?
Because like it's a real thing. All right, so one thing. All right, so like for me anyway, I can't tell.
So you burned some people before you found out?
I wouldn't say burnt. It might have been a little hotter than I knew. But so let me say the story. So all different types of situations. For me, I'm more of if I'm going to do it, it's going to be from like the back, right? Because I want you to be unexpected.
So you're pointing on her back,
right?
And she can't see it.
Exactly. So she's faced that way. I might already have it set up, right? So the candle's gonna be somewhere grabbable for the position I'm about to be in, right? So I'm gonna grab it while you face.
So did you plan it, or it's just random?
It could be either one.
So you just had a random candle burn, and you was like, "Ooh, I know," and you just grabbed the candle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Right. So boom, doing what we do, and then because once again you want to be unexpected and this that, and third. You know what I'm saying? So you pour it, it hits them.
This is interesting, guys.
They're already shocked, but you want to say, I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm giving out tips right here, right?
Okay.
If you're going to do this, in my personal experience, you hit her with the candle wax when you know she's climaxing. It's a 2-for-1, right? Because let's say you're not down with it in general, right? Like you just don't know. She's more likely to like it if she's climaxing. Because it's all part of the same.
Okay, so basically, if you don't do it while she's at that level, then you might mess up the mood, and she's like, "What you pouring on me?"
Right, especially if it don't feel good. But this could, to me, in my brain, it might trick her brain in a sense of like teaching her to like it at the time because it did happen at the same time.
And you orchestrate all of this in your mind. Like this isn't something that you like.
This is my experience. No, yeah. This is all my own personal. One thing I learned about it. You test it out and see.
I didn't even know like that much thought went into the bedroom, honestly.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. People tell you, I guess it sounds bad because if you look at the word spontaneous, right? I still could plan what's going to happen in this scenario, but it's still spontaneous as far as when we do it, how we do it, this, that, and third. But no, I know some things that I would like to implement maybe this session with you specifically, whether it's the playlist, all types of stuff.
Okay.
Because I know what I'm going for this moment.
Now, whoever you're dating now is going to look at this and be like, they're not going to come to you and be like, how come you never use candle wax on? That's not going to be like an issue? So now, like Valentine's Day, you got to bring out the candle wax now, right? Because you don't got whoever.
Not because everybody's not paying for it, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like a lot. If it's candle wax specifically, right? I wouldn't even tell them about it. I just do it in the moment, so it don't block out. You don't have preconceived notions of the situation.
So what about the times that you maybe was too
Hold on, but this is
too
what I'm saying
close?
about the candle wax. This is where you gotta be tricky, right? As far as the position. So boom. Let's say you're doing it, mind you, there's still a lot of emotion. So if you one, the candle is hot while you're holding it, right?
It is.
So, but then you got to think motion. So as you're trying to pour, you hope and shoot. Let's say like she don't throw it back to her. You're like, oh shit. That's where you like
Drop the candle on her.
No, you don't drop the handle, but the amount of it. So it's like you more want to do like in drops. You're not just pouring it on her.
Can she feel it still? But can she feel the candle wax hitting her?
Yeah, because it's going to drip and touch your body. Like it's going to touch your skin. What do you think?
You got to calculate that perfectly because I just feel like you burned somebody before.
No, I mean, once again, I wouldn't say burned.
You hurt.
It was too much at one time. That's a real thing. Like a drop of rain versus a thunderstorm of rain are two different scenarios.
Have you ever poured candle wax on someone and it went badly and she was like, "What the?"
No, like it was too much at one time and she was like, "What the?" Like, woo, that's a little too hot right now. Then
That's all she said was woo.
Yeah, then we got back to it. Because once again, candle wax.
Okay, that's a good outcome then. It's like, okay, well, hey, you tried.
And it was more, like I said, it was more the motion in the ocean going on. Like, where I'm like, I know I'm about to do a drip. I was expecting that wave to come in. And, oh, shit.
Now, what about her hair? Because, like, I ain't gonna lie. If I just got my hair done. Okay, so you make sure of that.
It's a whole thing. It's an empty back and canvas. Like, usually I'm doing like on the ass cheek, lower back or something like that. Like, lower, like the, you know what I'm saying?
Around the buttocks. Okay. Now, if she was turned around.
I never done it in any other position besides.
Okay, because I was like, you don't want to get candle wax in her area. Okay, but you are considerate of that, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it from the back.
Because what if somebody like, what if somebody pour candle wax on your balls? Like, just picture that, and she didn't calculate like the distance.
So let's make sure I say this. A lot of stuff I do to the woman, this ain't a reciprocal kind of thing. This is the whole leadership.
So you never had nobody pour candle wax on you?
I wouldn't let nobody do it.
That's so rude.
It fell off.
I don't like how you tried to sneak it back on. You could have did a little more smooth.
You mean
like you took it?
You mean besides not announcing it like you?
No, you could have just kind of like yeah. You just sat there and just like make sure I covered it right. Like, that wasn't like you could have been a little more smooth with it. Anyway, guys, new couch coming soon. One of these days. Anyway, but yeah, so like you wouldn't. Nobody ever pour candle wax on you?
I'm not for the shit. I'm not for pain.
So wait, before you do it to the woman.
I'm a pleaser.
But wait, before you do it to the woman, do you make sure she would be okay to the pain?
No, because I don't look at it as I'm giving her pain.
Then why she can't look at it as she giving you pleasure?
Cause I know what I'm saying. I don't like it. Like they're not against it. So okay. So I guess I'll say it like this. I guess what I'm going with, it's not like this is random as far as like I don't know if she's down or not for it.
Okay.
I said this in conversation just randomly. Like, hey, you ever had candle wax or whatever before? And she was like,
oh no, but you know what? I would try it, like something like that.
Right.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, I'm gonna try it tonight. Make it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not just doing it super blindly. As far as that aspect, I'll see how she felt about the scenario in general.
Okay. So then it goes well.
And then right.
Got you. I'm thinking that you just randomly pouring candle wax. I was like, how do you know that that's gonna work?
But no, I'm not saying like so. I'm not 9 out of 10. I'm getting some kind of information before I did it.
Now, what about like spanking some, like whipping?
Like or the actual whip? I'm more of a ass slapper type of person.
And apparently, you do it hard enough to where like she's sore the next day.
Some people's like it depends on what I'm trying to go for. So in the concept of
I ain't gonna lie, you making me look really prudish right now. Like really.
So let me say like for me, and all women will tell you, I'm always trying to be number one in general, right? But if we have a good session, I want you to think about me the next day regardless in all aspects, right?
Okay.
So once again, if while we're doing it, I might smack you in your ass hard enough where when you sit down, I just want you to feel like, oh shit. You got to think about.
Why would you want that?
Did you think about me?
Not in a good way.
Why? Yes, you did. So when you thought about last night. That's how you got it, and you liked it.
Yeah, but it hurts, and she didn't like that.
You don't like that. I'm saying we like it. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't like it. Don't speak for her. We're fine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I have, I'm not saying.
So she liked it in a moment, and then when she sits down and it hurts, she's like, "Oh, Jonathan." Apparently, okay,
So
got it.
Yeah, your sex sound horrible. So let me say this. Can that sound like this, right? Like so, like let's say you and a guy had sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he did his due diligence. Hopefully your legs are a little weak or something like that, right? Little.
I thought weak legs is like when you're young and you're doing it. That's not.
No, this is anything, right? It's a workout. Sex is a workout, right? So you can do leg day. Your legs gonna be a little weak, sore, and whatever that, because it's a workout, right?
Unless you're used to legs, right?
Okay, but depending on who you're with, what y'all doing, right? So let's use this perfect example. A lot of women have sex. A lot of girls don't ride for long times, right?
Okay.
So let's say you're used to riding for 5 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason today you rode for 30 minutes. You may feel that a little bit more.
Makes sense.
So now when you're sore, you're not like, oh my God, it hurt. I mean, it hurt, but now you're like, oh yeah, I know why my leg's sore. So
do you do that though?
That's what I aim to do.
No, I'm saying like when it's for you and you're sore. Is it like a good? Yeah,
Oh,
I know why I'm
good.
sore.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, girl. These steps, it's hard to walk up them. You know what we did last night. Yeah, to me, it's good memories. Like you just don't like nothing.
I'm just wondering. I'm getting information. That's all.
I see it. That's all I said. But I'm helping you.
Obviously, I've never had a Valentine's Day like these. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just regular days for me.
Okay. So then, what makes Valentine's Day special?
I tell you, I don't do it on Valentine's Day. So,
okay.
In general, every day is a. I believe in building moments, right? Honestly, I want to build moments and memories. You know what I'm saying?